Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. It's a fight the UFC has been trying to put together for years that has never quite made it into the octagon on fight night for one reason or another. These attempts go all the way back to 2015, and while there's clearly a lot of mutual respect between Khabib and Tony for their skills as martial artists and competitors, you don't almost fight someone 4 times without things getting beefy.
Watch when you get your ass kicked by an old man. I just got old man strength.
We will see, but these
champ shit only, motherfucker. I can't understand you, son of a bitch.
Big excuse.
I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna mop the mat with your fucking hat. You can't wait.
Him and
I'm gonna use all this for training. I'm gonna go in there so soon.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking.
When I smash him, when I make him flat, when I make him
shut your mouth with my
people are gonna talk about his.
I'm gonna hit you so hard in your stomach, you're gonna piss fucking blood, kid. Stupid guy.
It all went down and Khabib losing his temper.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, when he kicked the belt, he said that belt's as fake as you.
So now, as we prepare for attempt number 5 on April 18th at UFC 249, I'm Shaquille Majori for SB Nation MMA, and we present Beef Wars, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. Coming into their first book fight against each other in December of 2015, Tony was 9-1 in the UFC, while Khabib was 5-0. The Dagestani might have had a couple extra wins on his record if he managed to stay healthy, but 2 knee injuries in a row had kept him out of the cage since an April 2014 win over Rafael dos Anjos. Unfortunately for Khabib, the string of misfortune continued. A rib injury 2 months out scrapped their fight.
You know how it is. When you're in this sport for so long, you already know who you're going to fight. So when they offered me Khabib, I already knew that it was going to be Edson Barbosa. Just knowing that, you know, with Khabib's background and knowing that he does get hurt, he doesn't have anybody overseeing his training, you know, and he's not smart enough to be able to slow it down or get some rest, because resting is a part and part of the fight game.
The fight was rebooked for April of 2016, and this time it was Tony who had to pull out just 11 days before the bout with a respiratory infection. And this is where the bad blood began to seep out, with Tony angry that Khabib accepted a replacement fight against UFC newcomer Daryl Horcher rather than wait a month or 2 for him to recover.
No, he won't, but my plan, April and September, my plan. I cannot listen to somebody, and Tony Ferguson cannot make my plan, my schedule. And you know, I have my schedule April, September, October, November, something like this, but after tomorrow I have fight, and Tony cannot speak about me, because when I'm injured, I say be quiet. You understand? UFC give him Edson Barbosa, I am injured. I don't ask him, hey, please waiting for me, because this is stupid. This is stupid. You know, when you pull out, you have to stay shut up.
I know this was really upsetting to you. So what was your emotional state like as you were going through that?
Happy and just kind of crazy. Just more mixed feelings when I saw Khabib. Number 1 in the world now? Number 2 in the world now? Pretty upset that he took the fight against a project manager when he wouldn't wait a couple weeks to get an actual legitimate fight that the fans and the fight fans and everybody else, the boss, everybody wanted this fight. I wanted this fight.
Is it a little strange for you to hear that when you're the one who's here and he's not fighting?
You agree this is stupid decision. He asked me like after 2 months this day, like, you know, like May, June, something like this. How we can ask? He injured, he pulled out. You know, I am here. UFC give me fight versus Tony, 16 April, I am here. Where's Tony? Tony is pulled out? Please, shut up. Shut up. I have fight, Daryl Horcher. I have to focus on this guy. I don't want to speak about this guy. If you guys have some question about my fight, about my comeback, about my future, you can ask. Please, forget about Tony.
I know he doesn't want to think past this guy, but I'm on his mind. And I know he doesn't. I know he had a big sigh of relief after he heard that I wasn't going to be able to take the fight.
This brings us to UFC 209 on March 4th, 2017, where Nurmagomedov and Ferguson were set to fight for the interim title. The anticipation was huge, both with the fans and the fighters themselves. According to Tony, there was even a confrontation during fight week where he accuses Khabib's entourage of intimidating his teammate.
Well, you know you can love somebody without liking them, man. I love Khabib, man. He's my brother in arms. We're all here. We're all for one. I got peace with him, but inside that we got beef. We got to squash this shit. I'm tired of it, man. He's a bully. I'm going to shut him up. But I got respect for him and his father and his whole camp. But the next time they try to surround me and my team, we got problems. 'Cause the other day they tried to pull that stupid shit. And I'm a dangerous man inside and outside that octagon, baby.
Does it feel different than other fights?
Yes, a little bit different. If I say, oh, nothing changed, but I lie. I want to stay honest with you guys. But of course, I'm excited about this. I can't wait when cage close. I wanna feel his power. I wanna feel his striking speed. I wanna feel this guy because we're supposed to fight 2 times before. Now we finally fight. That's why. Little bit nervous, but everybody nervous. Nobody want to lose. I have 24 win streak. You guys think I wanna lose? Of course I don't want to lose. But I stay focused. I stay focused on this.
Do you think he's overstating his role in this?
Yeah, he's the one that fought all my fights. He's the one that won the Ultimate Fighter. He's the one that knocked out everybody and finished everybody for me. He's that guy, I guess. He's the one that gave me this fight, huh? So I guess he's the one that really fought. So I think he's gonna go out there and fight himself. He's got issues, man. If he says that he wants to give me this fight, I'm like, dude, you're fucking next in line. You fought Michael Johnson, which was a number 5 or number 6. I've been fighting my way since I broke my arm. I started, at 21 before I broke my arm? Shot back up to 60-something. I didn't bitch not one fucking time. I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. So for a man to say that dude's naive, man. He's listening to his manager too much. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and fire that dude.
No, I talk about his skill, If I talk about, hey, he have fake 9 win streak, how I can say this, I cannot say this. But he's a little bit like, I know understand his mind. I don't like this guy too much, to be honest. But we have to give him respect his game, And this Saturday, Hungry Eagles gonna eat home cat.
But Khabib Nurmagomedov ended up in the hospital the day before the event after his weight cut went horribly wrong.
You went through a grueling camp, you got here today, you made weight, and then you found out that the fight was off, that Khabib Nurmagomedov had to go to the hospital. What was your thought? What went through your mind when you got that news?
I thought it was a nightmare, man. Something worse than El Cucuy. There's just some shitty stuff that you had to go through. This happens in the fight game. No disrespect to the UFC or to Khabib. Everything happens for a reason. This is a fighter sport, man. So I want every single one of you to give love for the UFC and give love to Khabib. And I really want you guys to buy this pay-per-view because the rest of the fucking card is amazing!
But things got markedly less supportive between Ferguson and Nurmagomedov after the fight weekend. No fight meant no chance for Ferguson to win the belt. It also cost him a chance at earning his win money and potential bonus cash.
When did you start to feel like this was in jeopardy? When did you first catch wind that the fight was kind of maybe not going to happen?
It never crossed my mind that one time. Out of all the stuff that Khabib was saying, I gave respect to him. I still wish he's doing good. But I just think it was very disrespectful and very unprofessional what him and his camp did, especially after all the sacrifice that I put into this fight.
Because this is my fault. I know 100% this is my fault. But we'll see what happens next time. I'm gonna come back. This is not finished. This is not this is not finished my career. I'm gonna fix my body and come back.
Well, I felt like shit that morning. Like I said, I had 2 pounds to lose. My body's going through hell. Yeah, people say that he walks around at 185, not 190. I walk around like 200 pounds. I'm 5'11".
Wow.
It's not easy for me to lose the weight, but it's discipline. It's being a professional and not missing weight. And that's the thing I can't get. When you have that many people looking at you to lose the weight and to honor your contract and to be there, it's a very hard, like I said, tough pill to swallow. And I don't know if I want to put my family through that. I really don't. But I'm always ready to fight anybody, anytime. But the assurances and what I have to be able to show up for is got to put my family much more in a situation of doubt what we're going to receive. It's just crazy.
He supports me like, oh, I feel bad about him. Good luck, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes now he still trash talking. But I don't understand. You have to talk you have to talk good, or you have to stay still. You have to stay still like what you say. But I don't understand which position he have, but I don't think too much about him. I have to fix my body, because I pull out. Of course, people are gonna talk bad about this situation, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand everything. I understand he upset. I understand friends upset. Like Dana, all UFC. That this is not finished. I'm gonna come back.
It's kind of a crappy situation, Ariel, and I hate it. It's a really shitty situation, and I would love to fight Khabib, but there's no guarantee that he's going to show up and make weight. He's eating. I found out too that he was eating tiramisu a couple weeks ago, like unembedded. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, really? It's plain disrespectful. It's very unprofessional, and my next fight needs to be a title fight.
Can you clear something up for us, Khabib? People keep saying that you were eating cake, tiramisu, before the fight. Is this true? What's going on here? Why do I keep seeing this?
I don't understand why people talk about this. I don't eat this. We're going to restaurant and we chill together, everything. But cutting weight, only me cutting weight, But other guys don't cutting weight, and
sure.
Everybody eat everything. But I don't eat in this restaurant. I eat only my food, I don't understand why people talk about this.
The two circled each other for the next 2 years, with Ferguson mocking Nurmagomedov over the alleged tiramisu incident and Khabib staying constant in his desire to finally fight.
And Tony Ferguson, who now this is biggest fight in UFC, lightweight division, Tony versus me. This is biggest fight. And I don't understand. I hope I fight with Tony. Now this is my dream fight. This is like my dream fight. If you used to say, hey, you wanna fight for the title, or you wanna fight with Tony Ferguson, of course I say, give me Tony Ferguson.
Wow.
I wanna fight with him, and this is my dream fight. I hope I'm gonna fix everything, and I come back, and I wanna fight with him. This is like my dream fight.
So this is very interesting. A lot here to take in. So you don't want a shot at the real belt, the official belt, the Conor McGregor belt. You want to fight for the interim title. Why?
Because, my opinion, I think Tony Ferguson is real champion. Dos Anjos and Kevin Lee fight with him on his distance. That's why these guys work with him. But what happened if Ferguson fight with a fighter like me, who all the time try to take him down, smash him on the ground, and never stop?
I'm a master trainer, dude. I can look at somebody's gait to be able to tell where they're weak and where they're strong. And this guy was strong everywhere except for the mental part. Dana told him already. He's like, you had all the tools that you needed over at the Performance Institute. But he decided not to. I was young and dumb once too, man.
Now I'm ready. Now I'm healthy. Last time, this is, I make problem. This is my fault last time. I know this. But before, he pull out too. You have to remember this. And, now he's real champ. Enjoy with this. See you end of the year.
Flash forward to UFC 223 in April of 2018. Khabib and now interim champ Tony are set to fight for the UFC lightweight title left vacant after Conor McGregor left to fight Floyd Mayweather in boxing.
I think that they had the issue. I think that they changed a lot of things in their camp. They had to hire a bunch of people, tap my phone, do whatever they had to do in order to get this thing through. But I bleed black and blue. And through, I'm going to go out there and make that dude see red. The dude's never been cut in his whole entire life. He's got a 25-0 padded record. He's got flat feet, no rhythm, and he's fat.
But when I pull out, everybody talk about this. But you guys remember why I fight with that Horcher? Because he pull out. He pull out too. I pull out, he pull out. Now we're gonna fight for real belt. 10 win streak versus 25 win streak. Let's go.
But for Khabib, that bitch is not going to touch me. Not one time. I'm going to dance circles around this kid. I'm going to be hitting him with some nasty fucking uppercuts. That's going to make him think twice about shooting in on me. And then I'm going to hit him with some other things too, which is going to fucking cut him up. Have you ever seen Khabib cut in a fight?
No.
I don't think so. I'm Mexican. And I got some fucking sharp-ass blades on my elbows.
So that bitch better think twice about fucking showing his face in front of me, especially inside that cage. Give me your fucking face, dude. I'll hit you with my knee. I'm going to leave you fucking bloody inside of round 1 through 3. Come after me, Uncle Cooey. Fuck it, dude. I'm going to wipe the mop with that hat. That's it. I can't stand this shit. Fucking Khabib be going down. I'm going to derail that hype train, and the time is now. So it's tea time, man. That's Tony tiramisu time. Let's go.
Dana, what time is it? What time is it, Dana? Please tell these guys.
It's Tony time, bitches.
Nobody talk about Tony time. All world talk about Khabib time.
No, it's Khabib chump, not champ.
Everybody talk about my time. Ask
Khabib
Dana.
chump,
Ask Dana.
not champ.
Please, Dana. Hey, show these guys. What time is it, guys?
It's tiramisu time, bitches.
Or maybe not as impressed as everyone else was. Have you been told that if you beat him, you're getting Conor 100%, or at this point, you're not believing any of that?
Well, you got to remember, Ariel, I prepared for this gentleman 4 times in a row. Well, this is going to be the 4th time. So I'm not that impressed about him since I was even the first time I stepped eyes on his footage.
Right.
I'm going to fucking go Mike Tyson on this bitch. You guys used to go back and watch my old footage, man. Go back and watch my old fights where I used to knock people out at 170 pounds. I've seen Khabib. I think he was wearing platform shoes when we were over there facing off. That dude has an issue if he's trying to compensate like that. So he's already lost. So I'm going to finish this guy in distinct fashion.
Brother, I make weight, come back, beat number 3 guys.
You still got half a pound
not like
to
number
do.
7.
You still got half a pound to go.
Not like you number 7
You
and
got
become
half a pound.
fake
Get out of here. I
champion.
beat everybody.
Hey, I beat number 3. You beat number 7 and you become like fake
You couldn't even
champion.
finish that.
What are you talking about?
I finished him in the second round.
I don't need finish
You're
people.
fat, you're slow, and you have no
I
rhythm.
mold people.
You have a furry hand that's collecting
I don't
cobwebs.
finish people.
I can't wait to shut your face with my hand.
We'll
I'm going to
see.
knock you out. Just for you, I'm going to
7
knock you out. I don't watch all my victories. I learn to watch my losses. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't get to do. It's like they don't learn how to watch their losses and learn how to bounce back. Khabib's never had a loss. The only loss that he had, he lost in Sambo. I'm not even sure if he went back after that loss. Like straight up. The guy had to hold him up, pick him up off the ground because he was crying so hard. And that's passion. That takes an athlete. Khabib's an athlete. I got respect for Khabib. You guys see that think it's animosity. No, that's me being passionate.
Once again, fate would intervene and stop the fight. This time it was Tony Ferguson suffering a freak accident, blowing out his knee a week before the fight while doing a promo interview for the UFC's broadcast partner, Fox.
Can you give us an update on your health?
Shitty, man. I mean, how do you think I feel? It sucks. I mean, really, I tweeted this happened on Friday, but the accident actually happened Thursday during my media obligations for the UFC. I mean, I was walking to say hi to a Fox crew member and wanted to say, and I slipped on one of those like big black thick cords in the production studio.
When we have press conference call, he talk about like injuries, pull out, something. I tell him, hey, be careful because nobody is protected about injuries. It's hard sport, you know. You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And he still talk about this. I tell him, hey, what happened 2016 when you pull out, but nobody talk about this. What happened? He say, oh, I have injured, some blood, but something because I don't understand his English. He talk too fast, and you know, I still want this fight. Even they change my opponents, I still want this fight because even he pull out, he have 10 win streak, you know, 10 win streak, good opponent. We have big history, maybe not perfect history, but big history. You know, like people still want this fight.
I mean, I hope Khabib pulls it off, really, so we can end this.
That's your ideal scenario. Khabib wins this fight, and then you fight him later on this year.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you also heard Dana tell ESPN that he is never booking this fight again. Are you confident that you'll be able to convince him otherwise?
I hope he's wrong.
But you still say, yesterday Dana White said, he told ESPN, I'm never going to try to do this fight, Tony versus Khabib. You still want it after all this?
I still want this.
Why?
Because even he have injured his tough opponent. 10 win streak, he beat a lot of guys. And we have big history. I really want to smash his face.
And now, the UFC has booked Nurmagomedov versus Ferguson for the 5th time. UFC 249 on April 18th brings both men back to New York City, where their last failed fight was supposed to happen. both sound more than ready to finally get this done.
It's fucking shoe time, motherfuckers! We're keeping it sweet, we're keeping it savvy, and we'll keep it a little classy. The hype is real. You better fucking be there, Khabib. I'm glad you showed up.
Like fighter, he's very good fighter, but why people don't like him? Because he's stupid guy. You know, that's why nobody understand him.
I'm very educated, motherfucker.
Like honestly, like he look like stupid. You know, that's why nobody like him.
You don't
like,
have the fucking conditioning for 11 rounds. You don't have the conditioning for 11 rounds. Doesn't
hey,
matter
shut
what
up!
opponent.
I don't talk with you.
I don't talk to you either, dirty Q-tip. Fucking fat.
We already.
You're about the same size as like Cormier right now, dude.
Like we have option, you know. We already offered.
No bullshit. Why are you talking boxing? I'm right here, dude. You're gonna get outboxed out
fight
there.
with him in the Middle East.
Fuck that shit.
We have offered. You know.
need to work. You need to focus on one motherfucker.
And I think it's gonna be.
I'm being real, dog. Just wait till the phone call. You ain't gonna have one fucking word to say. This kid's a bully. He's never been in a street fight. Never actually been thrown into a trash can or like any kind of shit like that. So now you're fucking with somebody that you don't want to. I don't have to bring this.
Sunglasses. In street fight, I can eat you. You understand?
Nah,
who are you? You never fight in. You American guy. In American, you cannot fight in street.
There we go.
I am from real mountain. I can eat you in street
fight. Here we go.
What are you talking?
All you Americans, right, that are cheering for this little bitch?
I don't care. All Americans. They know.
Love you.
They know where I'm from. I can eat you in street fight. What are you talking about? When you fight in street, tell me when you fight in street. You liar. Honestly, you lie. You don't worry about my skill?
You're getting mad, Khabib.
Of course I'm mad because you liar. You lie. No. Listen, people. You know, like fighter, I respect him. But like human being, I don't understand this guy. He's a little bit stupid without his mind, you know?
A fight 5 years in the making. A feud that will finally get to resolve itself in the octagon. Or will it? Is fifth time the charm, or will Khabib and Tony be forced to continue their war of words instead of finally getting to test their skills as martial artists against each other?
Like I think fans now don't believe this fight.
Yeah.
Dana say he's not gonna never happen this fight. But what happened if I keep winning, he keep winning?
Right.
Hey, we have to fight. Like doesn't matter we're supposed to fight 10 times or 4 times.
Dana's going to be right there in Khabib's back pocket to make sure that bitch makes weight. And he's going to be right there to make sure that he tries to beat me. And I'm going to be preparing for 3 to 5 opponents just in case any of that bullshit switch happens. I'm going to make sure that I retain my belt. So, you know how Connor said bring a fucking army? I'm like, dude, fuck your army. I got something better than that.
Do you believe in curses and things like that? Like, do you feel like you versus him is cursed? Like this, there are forces in the world.
I know Connor wants to be, and I'm not sure what the status is now, but he wants to be like a backup in case something happens with this Khabib Tony Ferguson fight in April.
I just want to be a backup. He's saying that fight's not going to happen. He has predicted that fight will not happen, and he will slide in and cut weight and do the fight.
Earlier today, New York actually declared a state of emergency to prepare for the coronavirus.
Please. Don't talk about this, please.
Who do you think has the best shot of winning at UFC 249? Khabib Nurmagomedov or Tony Ferguson? Let us know in the comments section what you think. If you like this episode of Beef Wars, please tap that like button, hit subscribe, and the notification bell for more MMA goodness just like this. And please pray to the MMA gods that this doesn't fall through.